up, we're making every mob in Minecraft into different dinosaurs. First up, we're gonna turn this Hoglin into a T-Rex.
Okay, so this is a clear example of a creator who's been Mr. Beastified to the max. This is part 2 of one of his videos, by the way, that I reviewed previously.
Entire body, and now we can start adding on a head. And of course, we're gonna give it this super angry jaw.
The good thing about part 1 of this is part 1 he's actually chill. He just subverted that quality in part 2.
And then we'll start building out the neck. Let's go ahead and add on these spikes. Now let's give our T-Rex some legs. Let's slap on these super thick legs. And of course, we'll add on the bottom foot. We'll just...
Oh my god, this looks much more like a flamingo than an actual T-Rex. Come on, flamingo. Just come on and watch this.
Slide this to the other side, and of course we'll throw on these stubby arms. Aw, look how cute these little arms are. And just like that, our T-Rex is ready to take over the world. I am so hyped to see how our T-Rex turned out. Let's go ahead and smack him right down right here, and oh my god. Wait.
Oh my god. This guy is just becoming the Brent Rivera of Minecraft paleontology. Sorry, it's just Brent Rivera, man.
Wait, what in the world is wrong with his jaw? He's like eating himself. What? But
just you made it all wrong. That is why, you know, this is more detailed, but this looks stupidly ridiculous. This looks much more like a flamingo than an actual T-Rex, like I said earlier, and you haven't learned from your mistakes. Haven't learned from your classic mistakes.
And that walking animation goes so cool. And what? You're not the T-Rex. There we go. Now he's back. But man, this thing is awesome. Let's spawn on a whole army of these guys.
And the T-Rex is stupidly undersized as well.
The baby T-Rexes, those are adorable. I have never been so...
The T-Rex is supposed to be much longer than this. The T-Rex isn't supposed to look like this at all. Just what in the world is this abomination?
Happy to see a bunch of Hoglins. These are awesome. This was definitely a good start. I'm going to give this one a solid 8 out of 10. Next up, we're going to turn this goat into a Triceratops.
Goat into Triceratops. Okay.
Let's start off by getting rid of our body. And now we can start building on our head. This is looking like a good start. Let's add on that little head shell. Let's go ahead and throw on the horn. Let's start building out our body. That looks like a perfect shape. Now we'll start slapping on the tail.
You should add a horn on its nose, too. Like... It's supposed to be much less sharp, but it still needs to have a horn like that.
And this is a good-looking tail. Now let's give him some feet. We'll start off with this super thick thigh. We'll add on the bottom stub, and then we'll slide on this foot. Let's go ahead and add this all the way around. Boom! Our Triceratops turned.
At least in one of the other paleontology videos, Minecraft dinosaur videos, the Triceratops, this body portion is okay, and it actually got its legs sprawled out. This one over here, the forelimbs are not sprawled out. The body itself, this is an incredibly weird model. It feels tall. It feels way too tall, and again, the forelimbs need to be sprawled out.
Turned out amazing. Next up, we're gonna see one of the most iconic dinosaurs, the Triceratops. Let's go ahead and see what our boy looks like. Whoa, this thing looks so cool.
It's also way too short, way too undersized, like the T-Rex. Obviously, the Triceratops is going to be shorter than the Rex, but
walking is
still has to be larger. It still has to be longer than
this.
Sorry, not
really
larger.
Adorable. This one, like...
even though it must be larger because, you know, it's the Triceratops' body portion.
Cutest mobs ever. Aw, look at his little eyes. What happens if I just take a sword and start beating him up? Oh, wow, he runs even weirder when he starts running. What? Look at the way this guy moves. What in the world? This one's the best so far just because of that running animation.
Oh, I killed it.
I definitely didn't mean to do that. I'm going to give this one a solid 9 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, this is just quite a classic Mr. Beastified version of whatever the last video this person made.
Next up, let's turn this wolf into a Compy. Let's start by breaking out this entire body. And from here, we can slap on our head. Of course, we have to build out that super long neck. Let's keep adding pieces on. And boom, the neck looks great. The Compy body isn't that big, so this should do the trick. And then it just has these cute stubby arms. Now let's start smacking on a tail. And this looks great. Lastly, this just needs some legs. We'll give it a pretty decent sized thigh. And then we can just slide on the leg. Of course, we'll just add it to the other side. And boom, our Compy looks great. Next up, we get to see those little menaces, the Compy. All right, let's smack this guy down here. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. And whoa, what's wrong with your head. I saw that. Oh.
Okay, so from what I've heard of, this guy also stole models from Dinosaur's Time add-on from Battle Rock Edition into Java.
Oh my god, look at the way it comes off his body. And why is it not walking? I literally put a walking at him.
Guys. Dude, just try and put more effort into your videos. Sorry for the voice crack, but like try and just put more effort into your videos. It's not that hard.
On this. Well, it's official. The copy is definitely messed up. These floating heads are gonna be my nightmares 100%. But even though they're messed up, they're still super cute. I'm gonna give the copies a 6 out of 10. Next up, we're gonna turn this dolphin into a shark. We're gonna start off with this darker color, and then we're gonna focus on our head. This is looking like a solid shark head, and we'll also give it this super scary jaw. Now we'll smack on this body, and now we'll throw on his tail. This is looking pretty good. We can't forget about the back fin. We'll throw on some top fins, and we'll also add on some side fins. And just like that, I think our shark turned out great. And you know, we're already dolphin into a shark. Let's go.
What? What turned into a Okay, that shark is not a dinosaur, guys. Why did you pluck that into a dinosaur video?
Great. And you know, we're already underwater to see this shark. Let's go ahead and put in our dolphin or shark, and oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, look at the way it just bounces around. That's
also the shark and dolphin behaviors are very, very different from each other. The shark should just be submerged underwater all the time. The shark has gills, not lungs.
Adorable. Let me spot a whole army of these guys. This has to be the cutest and most horrifying thing I've ever seen. Sharks are definitely one of my favorite animals in the world. If you agree with that, go ahead and leave a comment saying Team Shark. These are by far the best. I'm giving these a solid 10 out of 10. Next up, we're gonna turn this cow into a Dilophosaurus. Let's start off by getting rid of this entire body. Let's start by building on the neck, and that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and add on the frills, and now we'll just smack on the head.
You're going to mess that up again, you know.
The body. We'll just go ahead and slide on some of our pieces, and then we'll add on these tiny arms. We'll add it to the other side, and now it's time to add on the tail. That looks like a pretty good tail. And lastly, we have to make some legs. I think this turned out pretty good. We'll add it to the other side.
There we go. Should be open for the Dilophosaurus every single time.
All right, please look good. Please look good. And oh my god, this is awesome. This has to be the best one so far. Look how cool this looks. What happens if I punch you? You run super fast, and whoa, you're zoomy.
What even is happening in all those Mr. Beastified videos for kids? Gosh, it's just turning into that sort of algorithm where it's just algorithm, using the same algorithm over and over again without any changes to the format at all.
Spawning a bunch of baby cows, and oh, that's adorable. Look at these little guys. You can't tell me this isn't so cute. Man, all the dinosaurs look so good so far. And wait, what the heck? You changed again. The T-Rex is just cursing my world. If you want to help me uncurse my world, make sure to subscribe.
Curse your world. Oh my gosh. What even is happening? What even is going on? This just shed any redeeming qualities that the first part had. Even though that first part said apes are technically dinosaurs, which is completely ridiculous, this person at least did not annoy me as much as this one. This is just incredibly obnoxious, man.
Only a small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed, so it'd really help with the channel. Now let's move on to the next mob. Next up, we're gonna turn this sheep into a super cute Stegosaurus. Let's go ahead and break up.
You're going to turn a sheep into a stego again. Let's hope you learn from your mistakes.
All the pieces, and now we're just left with the body. And for this one, I want a super cute head. Let's go ahead and plop on some eyes. And aw, this thing looks adorable. Let's go ahead and make the tail side. Okay, and this is looking pretty good. And we're gonna give our guy these cute legs. And man, this has to be the cute. The Stegosaurus is one of the cutest dinosaurs of all time. So hopefully I did it justice. And oh, this is so...
Same old chubby Stegosaurus with no plates on its back, a weird-looking tail. At least it actually looks like... At least it didn't stick from the sheep's butthole this time.
Oh, adorable!
And it's actually a...
I just realized I forgot to...
This is... all of these sheep Stegosaurus are all just baby Stegosaurs, right?
Add on the spikes. And there we go. We added in some temporary spikes. They might not look that...
Temporary spikes? The plates are literally on the plates are literally on this on the Stegosaurus.
I give it this guy.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. This video is just rotting my
So
brain.
cute. You can't tell me you wouldn't even hurt this guy. Look how adorable
I can
he is.
feel the
Let's put
brain
a whole lot
rot.
more of them. Aw, these are adorable. You know the only thing that can make this better? Spawning in a bunch of wolves to take them out. Go fight.
Oh, this is a
Oh my god, Compy against baby Stegosaurus.
slaughter.
Oversized
Oh,
Compies, by the way. These Compies are just way too big.
I feel bad. Oh my gosh, I'm a horrible person. They just all got destroyed. I am an absolutely terrible person.
I feel bad. They get a 10 out of 10. Next up, let's turn this llama to an Ankylosaurus. We'll start out by breaking our entire body, and then we can start building out the head. I'm thinking something like this looks pretty good, and now we can start building out the tail. Of course, we can't forget the huge ball at the end, and our legs should be pretty basic. Now let's go ahead and add on more of these
called a
spikes,
club
and
tail.
whoa, our Ankylosaurus looks awesome.
And
I am
Ankylosaurus looks way too tall.
so hyped to see our ankle spikes, and whoa, our ankle.
Look at this Ankylosaurus. This Ankylosaurus is like Robert Wadlow when it comes to other Ankylosaurs.
Ankylosaurus looks awesome. I am so hyped to see our Ankylosaurus. Let's see, where's a good spot? Let's put you right next to these pretty ponies. Yo, that looks sick.
Ponies?
That looks even cooler because it walks
Kids.
super slow, just like a
Kids
tank.
language. Call them all ponies.
Let's spawn a whole bunch of these. Oh, there's even the baby ones. This is just adorable. They walk so slow. That's awesome. This is definitely up there for one of my favorites so far.
Okay.
You guys get a 9 out of 10. Next up, let's turn this bat into a pterodactyl. We'll start out by breaking
very
apart the whole
common.
body. Now we'll add on our
At least
head,
turn it
and then
into
we'll
a
start adding on the
Dimorphodon.
neck. We'll also
Oh,
add on
it's
our body,
actually
and
a
we'll also add on some
Dimorphodon.
legs. Now let's go ahead and add on some wings. And whoa, I think this looks super good. We'll go ahead and add to the other side. And just
Yeah,
like
this
that, our
is definitely a Dimorphodon, as you can see with all those teeth and all of that. You should just call it a Dimorphodon instead of a pterodactyl. Mainstreamified.
pterodactyl's complete. I am
And
so
also, pterosaurs are not
hyped. See how our
dinosaurs.
pterodactyl turned out. Let's
Dimorphodon is a
see.
pterosaur.
Oh my
So,
gosh, that actually looks
therefore,
really cool.
oh my god,
Let's put a whole army of
Dimorphodon.
these. And you know what?
Dimorphodon's
The wings
wings
are supposed
don't
to be
even flap
flapping, but I
like
don't really know why they're
normal.
not. I guess everything can't be
Gosh.
perfect. But just look at these guys. These are so adorable. They're so adorable. I just want to trap them in a cage. And for that, we're going to build this little glass cage. And perfect. Now you're trapped in there forever. That sounded a little bit too evil. Well, other than how cute they look, they are a little bit messed up. So knowing that, I'm going to give them a solid 7 out of 10. Now let's go ahead and turn this frog into another version of a T-Rex. We'll start off by
What?
getting rid of the whole entire body. And
Another
to start, we're going to use the same body as
T-Rex.
our other T-Rex. We can start building out our head. We'll make sure to open up our jaw just like that. Let's go ahead and smack on
Is
some
that supposed to be an Allosaurus, right?
legs. And now all we're missing are the
This looks much more like an Allosaurus to me than an actual T-Rex.
super tiny arm. And I thought about making him a little bit
Because the T-Rex's head is supposed to be much more thick, you know?
bigger than this, but this is honestly just too funny. Let's go check out our T-Rex in game. Okay, there's absolutely no way
What?
a frog as a T-Rex looks right. This is gonna be so bad. Let's see, and oh,
Okay, this T-Rex is still just too small. And this T-Rex's arms look like from a Carnotaurus. This T-Rex's tail makes it look much more like a Diplodocus. This T-Rex's head makes it look much more like an an Allosaurus. So it is basically an amalgamation of all these three creatures. And also the tail itself. The position of the tail looks very, very wrong.
oh my god, what? Look at its legs. That is so adorable. This has to be the cutest thing I've ever seen.
What?
Let's fun an army of
What?
these guys.
What even is
Oh
going
my
on?
Gosh, this is
Oh
just
my
adorable.
God.
Look at the way they jump in the air too. They do. It's just so cool. There is no way any of these dinosaurs are better than this guy. If you didn't already guess, this is an easy 10 out of 10. And lastly, let's turn this Strider into a Velociraptor. Of course, we'll start off by deleting the whole entire
Okay.
body. This is looking pretty
What
good
even
so
is going
far.
on
We'll
at
make sure to
this
make the
point?
jaw super scary. And now let's start building out the body. I think something like this looks pretty good. Let's throw on these stubby arms. And of course, we always need a super
This
cool tail.
another
We'll add
scaly
the spinal piece to the
raptor.
tail. And now
Oh
we
my
just need some
God.
legs. For this, we'll keep the
Okay.
legs pretty basic. And
Oh.
of course, we can't forget to add in the claw. Let's slide this to the other side.
disemboweling
And
and all
whoa,
that.
our Velociraptor looks insane.
What is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be an amalgamation again? Gosh.
And lastly, we have the most vicious dinosaur of all time, the Velociraptor.
Yeah, you just made the T-Rex, the Mapusaurus, Giganotosaurus, whatever. These three guys are all crying in the corner right now.
Yo, this thing looks awesome.
Look at the tail. The tail looks like it's made of metal, but then the metal is just bent like 45 degrees, and and it just can't do
Wait,
anything.
why are you shaking? That is very uncomfortable. And whoa, this walk's so cool. Why are you shaking? This is weird. Oh my God, we're riding a Velociraptor. You know
because
what cooler than
it's
riding a
just
Velociraptor in the
completely dumb.
overworld is riding Velociraptor over lava. This one definitely gets a 10 out of 10. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to click another one on screen to watch me make some more.
Okay, finally, we got to the end of the video. I'm actually happier that this video ended, you know. At least part 1, I wasn't that happy. Part 2, I'm very glad that it's over. Because, man, it's just complete. It just absolutely made my brain just rot from the inside out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed.